If you are struggling to create a truly connected community that also generates revenue, it could be the technology that's holding you back. I know there are so many community platforms on the market today, and today I'm going to demystify one of those, which is nos.io, which you might not have heard of before. But in fact, there are over 80 community platforms on the market, 80, quite a few. And this is one of many. And I want to take a deep dive into it because one, I like to stay on the cutting edge for you. And two, I think it's really important that you know all of the options that might be out there for you. So hi, if you don't know me yet, I am Carrie Melissa Jones. I am the Chief Strategist and CEO of the CMJ Group, and we help organizations of all shapes and sizes to invest in meaningfully connected communities. So today I'm going to be walking you through the nos.io platform, giving you a feel for what it looks like from when you first sign up to actually getting the community set up, giving you some examples of what it looks like IRL, well, I guess not IRL, digitally, but if it were really yours, and then helping you to understand if it's the right platform for you. So that's exactly what we're going to cover today. Make sure, if you have not already, to check out my training, How to Build the Community of Your Dreams. You can find the link description in my bio or at the video description level. And if you check that out, it's going to help you to not just look at the technology, which is of course one important consideration, but not the only important consideration for building a community. It's going to help you to think really, really strategically about what you want to build, what you're going to put inside your community, and then you can start setting up your community platform. That is what I recommend that everyone does before you start to fiddle around with all the settings in your community platform. Make sure you are clear what your ultimate vision and your ultimate goal is. So that workshop will help you do just that. But today we're going to fiddle. We're going to fiddle with the settings, and we're going to look at exactly what this platform looks like. So with that, I am going to actually show you what this platform looks like. Now, I have set up for myself the nos.io premium membership. It includes AI and other kinds of features that I'm going to walk you through. But just so you know, this is not the free version. This is the paid version of the platform, and I'm going to give you a full walkthrough of that. So here we go. All right. So hopefully you can see this. Should be good on the screen. I will now be turning and looking in this direction as I go through this video. I don't know if you can actually see in my videos I'm doing this. It doesn't matter. This is what you're going to see when you first log into your community. So the first time that you're setting up your community, you're probably going to end up somewhere around in your my memberships or profile settings area. What I recommend you do when you're first going through this platform is picking, these are the memberships that you are part of, not necessarily your community. So don't let that confuse you. I'm going to go back, and what I'm going to do is show you, this is your home feed of other communities. I'm going to go to my CMJ community dream. This is my fake community that I set up to walk through this with you. Where I recommend everyone begins is inside of settings. Don't let all this other stuff distract you. Go straight to settings and set up your business, your community in here before you move any further, okay? A lot of people are going to skip this because they're going to be so excited to jump into all the other features, and they're going to miss out on this fundamental piece. So the first important asset to create inside of a nos.io community is your business page. So it's going to have a big cover image on it, your logo, and then your name, who you are, and then a description of your community. Now, you also get the chance to create your own URL here. You cannot create one on your own domain. It's just the nos.io.com/CMJ Dream Community. And you also get to decide if you want a quick sign up page. This is something you can embed on any page of your website, essentially. It's going to look like this. I can't point to it. It's going to look like this on your website. So you're going to immediately see, okay, here's how to join and quickly sign up for your community. So these are just the real basics, okay? If you get nothing else right, get those right. And then member access is just deciding how members are going to access your community. So you get to decide, do you want it to be paid or free? That's a strategic decision for you to consider. And you get to decide how much it's going to cost. You can decide if you want it to be monthly or annual or quarterly or other cadences. And then crucially, the welcome message. This is part of community onboarding. I don't love, and Circle does this exact same thing. You'll see this in a lot of other community platforms. Like the welcome message is put as though it's a setting, and it feels like it's not as important. The welcome message is critical, okay? This is such an important piece. Do not miss writing this. Otherwise, people are going to just get a generic or no message when they join your community. So you can come in here and you can edit your welcome message. As you're doing that you're creating one call to action here. So this is the standard one that it's going to give you. You should absolutely customize this to the voice and tone of your community. Don't do this to people. Don't give them 3 calls to action with no links. Give them one clear call to action and one link for them to follow so that they can then go and do something inside your community, okay? You also are likely going to want to edit the questions people are asked when they sign up for your community. So it's going to give you the standard full name and social media link, but you can add all kinds of other things like where are you located? What is your industry? Things like that. So make sure that you are taking advantage of that because that's going to be a crucial moment when people sign up to gather overall information about who they are, what they came to do, and how else you can connect with them. And then you can also get an embed, so you can include that on your website and embed the community that way. Other things to set up in the very beginning is if you have, this is one of the unique features of Nas.io compared to Circle or anything like that, is that it's going to like integrate right away with Discord, Telegram, Facebook group, WhatsApp, Slack, LinkedIn, Line. So if you have a community on WhatsApp already or Discord or anywhere else, you can connect this in so that these two become more integrated. That is one of the very unique things that Nas.io offers that you're not going to find in really any other community platforms. Other things to set up here would be your email preferences. How often do you want to be notified of things? This is just for you, not for your members. Your tracking pixel, which I always recommend setting up if you are doing any kind of like ads or anything like that. Set it up now so that it's ready to go. And then this is where you're going to adjust what you're paying for your membership. So that's all you need to do in settings. They're actually pretty simple and not that complicated. And this is where I begin. And again, I want to go back to member access and thinking about this welcome message. I just want to talk briefly about onboarding here and why this is so important. And that onboarding is not just one welcome message. We were just working with a client who her onboarding process had a welcome message from her community platform. And then in addition to that, it had about 3 other emails with 15, I'm not even exaggerating, 15 calls to action in each email. And it was way too much. So just simplify, simplify, simplify. But create that first welcome message with one clear call to action in Us.io, and then set it up so that you are then emailing folks more slowly with other calls to action as you move forward. And you're going to need to use your own email provider to do that piece of the puzzle here for Nos. Okay. All right. So the next thing that you're going to want to do once you've looked through this, set up all of your settings, is to navigate to the home dashboard. Again, don't get distracted by the get inspired. As lovely as that is, like, you know, that's an AI feature. You can just tell. You're going to go home. Okay. Go into your home. It's going to allow you to hit create because that's where you're going to want to begin. You're going to begin your community creation process in this create button here. And what you're going to notice that is unique here, again, is that you can create a membership, yes, but inside of the overall community is what they call it. You can have the membership, you can have different benefits for the membership, but you can also sell digital files. You can sell events, challenges. You can also offer them for free. Again, something really unique here about this platform in comparison to others is just the robustness with which you can monetize things here. And that is, again, really unique. And it's already set up for you to create revenue generating offers for your membership or for your community, I should say. Because not everything has to be, not every community has to have all members get access to all things. You might have exclusive events for some folks. You might have a challenge that's public and open to anybody. And then the upsell inside of that challenge is join the paid membership. So that's really, really cool. And this gives you a lot of options here. Now, everything inside of Nos.io, from what I've taken a look at so far, is pretty simple. So that's the thing. If you don't want to be fiddling around with a bunch of custom settings, if you don't want to fiddle around with the colors of your community, the fonts, like any of that, it's going to be pretty simple to set up and get things going and moving for you pretty quickly. So here's where you actually set up your pricing for your membership. So you can do by the quarter, by the 6 months, half year, or by the year. And that's where you set up the actual pricing breakdown, and then that gets created there. And then you can add free trials if you want. you can see it has sent you back into settings here because the membership is what the welcome message gets triggered after. So going back into the home here, the other things you can work with are challenges. You can go in and you can start to create like a 3-day challenge, a 7-day challenge. And again, this can be free or it can be paid. And there's all kinds of other things too, events and courses, which again, they're going to be really simple. It's not going to be like teachable level customization or Kajabi level even customization, but it is going to give you the basics of what you need. Another thing I wanted to call out here, because this is really unique to Nas.io, is this magic reach. I say it's unique because it's not just sending an email. It looks like it's sending an email. So you're selecting your audience. This could be, all of your members who are paid, or it could be a different audience, like everyone who's signed up for coaching with you in the past. You can send via email. You can send it as a post, or you can send it via WhatsApp DM. So that is what's really unique here. And I know a lot of communities start on WhatsApp. And so if you're looking to transition off of WhatsApp, this is a really, really powerful way to do it, and to do it in a way that's not going to be so cumbersome for you. So you get like an allotment when you sign up for the premium plan. You get an allotment of messages and you can send those out as frequently as you like. So let's just card and exit there. So that's all things to consider. It's also going to give you this little walkthrough here. Once you've done all of this, you're kind of ready to go at that point. One of the things that I wanted to walk through is the AI features here. I think that's one of the things, again, that's really unique, and I wish more community platforms did it. So I'm going to walk through that really briefly. Before I do, I just want to remind you to not get so lost in the details of all of this that you are not thinking about the strategy. If you are feeling lost and like, what do I do first? And what am I even offering? All of that, step back. Take a step back and focus instead on your strategy. So go through that Building Your Dream Community training that is in my video description and get really, really clear about who you're serving, why you're serving them, and what you're going to do to serve them. I have to give that caveat here before we move forward. So let's look at these Get Inspired AI features really quickly, because I think these are really, really cool. I want you to take a look at them. So it's basically a starting point. It's kind of like ChatGPT, but like for community programs. So it's like it already analyzed who I am and my profile, a dynamic community leader, blending social science with a passion for transformative connection. I think that's pretty accurate. And then it's putting together challenges that it thinks I should provide to my members, events that it thinks I should provide, products, memberships. So you're not starting from a blank slate. Now, again, this is where I'm saying it's so important for you to have a strategy before you come to this, because this is going to send you in 50 directions. But once you have a strategy, then you can look at this and say, yes, this is in alignment with my strategy and it's already set up for me. Oh my gosh, I'm going to use this template and I'm going to just run with it, and it's going to create the challenge right there for me. You'll see that what this challenge in particular is doing is it's creating an opportunity for you to send out, it's essentially 7 emails that are going to go out, and you can add checkpoints to the challenge. You can add an upsell throughout the challenge. So maybe it goes from challenge to full membership, and you can build from there. So that is going to be really, really powerful. And again, like the starting point for you where this thing is already created and then you just have to improve it. Please don't launch exactly what it's suggesting in here. I just think that that's not going to be high quality. And so you can, through this though, take what they originally have here and then make improvements to it. But you're, again, not starting from that blank slate. So that's really, really cool. And that's what the AI features here are going to enable you to do, is move really, really quickly from idea to actually testing out what it is that you want to, create. Frankly, I would use Nas.io, like even if I wasn't using it for my main community platform, I would use it just for ideation here because of how good this is. And you can always refine this and create your own from here and use it as a starting point to go even further. Other things that I just want to walk you through here. These are the main components of Nas.io. There's not too much else to go through here. And again, it's really about the simplicity. These are all things I've been testing out. The digital files, all your products are here in one place. You can look through like your earnings per offering, the members who have signed up for them. And then the community is actually, I'm going to go here. It's broken into 3 areas. So it's the feed. That's going to be like the main area. It's going to take us there right now. It's the members. So the members list, and then the messages that you want to send. Okay. So your feed looks like this. It's kind of like a really basic Facebook feed, right? And I'm going to share with you some examples of what this actually looks like in a live community here. There. So this is what it looks like when someone is actually signed into your community, what they're seeing when they log into the feed. Again, it's so simple. It's like one feed here, going through it. It's a great platform if you're just like, I have a lot of great content, courses, and things I want people to be doing together. And then I'm going to really focus on that versus like the deep conversations asynchronously and all that. So you can see though, when someone goes home, this is everything they're seeing, all the latest posts, a feed here, the products that they offer, the challenges, everything is aggregated in one central area. So that's what this actually looks like in practice. So these are the main features that I wanted to walk through with you. This is kind of a pretty detailed walkthrough. There's other features to look at in terms of tracking your earnings and doing marketing. Actually, that is one more thing I want to share with you. And I was planning to share it here, but as I'm doing it, I'm realizing it will be really important for you. So the first thing I want to share is the money. So you can use something called a zero link to easily have people sign up for your membership, and they pass the processing fees on to your customers instead of you. So you're not paying these like really large fees on top of everything else. The other thing I want to share are magic ads. And these are ads for your membership or your offerings that get created by AI that then you can really quickly put out into the world and test and see how they're doing. And so that, again, is a really unique feature. Overall, what I would say here is that NAS.io is for the creator who is strapped for time, which who isn't, who really quickly wants to monetize, who maybe already has a strong idea of courses and challenges that they want to create and wants to create them really, really quickly and effectively. And it's also for the creator who maybe has been gathering people in other kinds of ways before through Discord, through Facebook groups, through WhatsApp, and they want to start to centralize all of these different ways of interacting and have a place that they own. So they are going to really own the end experience. So this is the full walkthrough of the platform. I would love to know if you have any questions about this platform, what you think is most powerful, which feature is most exciting to you as a creator or a business owner. What would you be most excited to try? And I also want to invite you one more time to take a look at that Building Your Dream Community training in the video description. That's going to help you to get out of the weeds of these platforms and into centering yourself in what you really want to create before letting the platforms dictate for you what is possible. So that's what I really want to encourage for you, is that you dream really big about this before getting locked into a platform, because there is no perfect community platform out there. They're all going to have bugs. They're all going to have issues. You've got to keep yourself centered in what you really, really want to create and focus on that. Thank you so much for watching this video today. If this was helpful, like, subscribe, or hit the bell to stay updated on other community building tutorials and tips and videos that I'll be creating. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the work that you do in the world, and I will see you on the internet.